Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about this situation we are in right now. A lot of people out there are without gyms. A lot of gyms are closed around the world, depending on where you are. I'm not going to name the reason by name because currently that gets your videos unmonetized. That's just what's happening this week. So, that being said, you guys all know why. We don't need to discuss why. Let's discuss ideas of what people can do when their gym is closed. Now, I have a sample up above. This is the first one that I had to write for a client who has a park nearby where he can do dips, he can do chin ups. It's got obviously park benches and things there, and he has sets of bands, right? And you all have bands. Anyone who tells me that they're a serious lifter, like if you take lifting seriously and you don't own a set of quality bands, I don't mean the little cheap round ones. I'm talking quality power bands, and I don't believe you that you're a serious lifter. Like I can't really envision that at this point in the game. They're easily available. They're useful for everything. I promote their use all the time. So you guys have bands. If you don't, you might want to get some. You can get them from Rogue or Elite FTS pretty quickly if you want. Get some. So what I had to do for him, and I'll give you guys other ideas of things people can do at home just to have an idea, is you guys see that I still have him on an upper lower, right? I have him on an upper lower involving mostly body weight and banded exercises. And now granted, he's in a good situation by having this park just down the street from him. But a lot of you may not be in that situation, and we can discuss other options anyways. But I have him do 5 sets of chin-ups and dips to failure on the upper days. People say, well, why there's no rep count? Well, normally we would put rep counts on stuff. Normally I prescribe this individual's exact weights, rep sets, rest times, everything. But with dips and chin-ups, we don't know what his limits are, and we're just trying to create fatigue. These are 2 big upper body exercises that, when used together, work every single muscle in the upper body to a greater or lesser extent. Obviously, the upper back and the delts and things are neglected here quite a bit. But he can do face pulls, right? We can do face pulls to resolve that. In fact, this is someone who probably is going to just do face pulls every day on top of it. I have him do face pulls every day. So that would actually resolve all the other issues. Throw in face pulls with this, and then your entire upper body's being worked. And again, people say 5 sets to failure. It's like, yeah, because you need a minimum of 5 quality sets to stimulate good muscle growth in a training session. So 5 for the dips, 5 for the chin-ups. Then I have him doing band curls and press downs because he needs more arm work. So you can do band press downs, and you can throw those over any pole. You can throw them over your chin-up bar at home because, again, everyone has a chin-up bar they can throw in their door. And if you don't, I don't know what you're doing. They cost like $20, and most of them are rated for 300 pounds. You can throw your bands over that and do tricep press downs. And that's pretty much his upper body workout. And like I said, I just don't have on this one his face pulls, but he knows to do face pulls every day anyways. This person does a lot of face pulls. So that's what I'm having him do. The lower body is harder. If you guys notice, because it has body weight, I have him do 3 sets of 20 on one-legged step-ups, alternating legs. Now, you guys have in the past seen me do these as well over 100 pounds for my work sets, but I've also done like sets of 30 during conditioning days with body weight. They work. They'll help. They will help the quads, and they will help the glutes. Is it ideal? No. But 3 sets of 20 with 2 minutes break apart, you will at least get some significant metabolic fatigue in your glutes and your quads, right? You'll work these things. We can sustain muscle. Like, you're not going to make real gains off this if you're a lifter, but you can hold on to what you have. We can avoid detraining. We can help maintain muscle tissue. Notice I have him doing bench box squats with body weight. Okay, because again, he doesn't have dumbbells to take there, but because I fatigued his quads and his glutes already, there'll actually be some possible training benefit from it. Like, normally fresh, we would laugh that wouldn't be a big deal. But doing weights on high rep box squats is a nightmare. But body weight, perfectly fine, and we've already fatigued his quads. So again, we can get some real benefits from the box squat. Then the same thing afterwards, so that we make sure we get hamstrings and glutes. What do I have him do? I have him doing one-legged glute bridges to failure. I don't know how many reps he can get, 10, 20, 37. right? Each like 3 sets to failure. Then we do banded good mornings, right? And what do you do with banded good mornings? You just stand on the band, have your feet shoulder width. You put a band up over your neck and you hold on to it up there so it's not fully pulling on your neck. So you loop it over your neck, put your hands up there underneath it, similar to a front squat position, but a little further back, and you just do good mornings. I have clients who do this all the time who have low back issues. I have a guy right now who deadlifts over 400 pounds who has a herniated disc. Like, it's a pretty serious one too that causes him problems. He's had it for many years. We do these all the time for him. All right, this can be done at the end as a supplemental movement, and everything here is body weight and bands. Now, this person's actually going to get a pretty good workout out of this. If you were a fairly novice lifter, you would make gains out of this, right? Like if you were fairly new, if you only had 3 months of training, you would probably make decent gains out of this. This would probably work just as good as most novice programs if you actually took the sets to failure. What do we define as failure? Not everything you can do and then resting and pausing and having someone help you sheet up and say, oh, you bro, in 4 reps. That's not failure. That's something different. I don't even want to use the bodybuilding term because it's stupid. It's an incorrect term. They would call it intensity techniques. It's not. Intensity is 1 rep max in exercise science. But the point is, the sets to failure will still stimulate muscle growth. Failure means you can't do another rep without stopping and resting a few seconds. Okay, that's it. Momentary muscle failure. 5 sets of each of those on a lot of those movements will do it. They'll do it. Same with the lower body. It's enough fatigue that someone who's not, a fairly experienced lifter, like a year or more of serious training. Like if you squat 225, you squat 275, you'll probably make some lower body gains off all that. It just won't help your peak strength very much. But it's workable. So what about people who don't have all this? Well, this gives you an idea what to do. How about banded push-ups? Okay, you can take your bands, you can put them across your shoulders like you're going to bench press. Because if you stand in the air and bench press the bands, you can grab the 2 ends of the band and have it across your shoulders. And again, if you have the standard 51-inch bands, it's going to be cut in half, right? You can do bench presses in the air, but you can also do those, just like you guys see me do banded dips. Watch my channel. I do banded dips all the time on my bench press days. The same thing I'm doing with the banded dips you can do with banded push-ups. Works great. You can do tricep press downs. You can do chin-ups. You can do good mornings with your bands. You can do lower body stuff. You can find stairs. Step-ups actually work on stairs quite well if you have to, right? I do that, by the way, when I go on vacations. I do step-ups upstairs. Okay? You can find a bench or a box or a chair or something to do bodyweight box squats on. If you have a couple light dumbbells, you can do them with dumbbells. You do one-legged glute bridges. You do one-legged hip thrusts if you have the right equipment. You probably don't. You're too high on the edge of a couch, really. Okay, you can do these things with one leg. Or people say throw bands over it. I don't think bands can give you the same effect you can get from one leg. Banded good mornings. There's a lot you can do with a simple set of bands in your body weight. You're going to have to be creative. But at the very least, most people are hopefully going to have a chin-up bar and a set of bands. Right? That's very cheap, inexpensive, doesn't take up any space. You could throw into the corner of your closet. You could throw all that up on one shelf on a bookshelf, right? These are options that we have. Combining bands with bodyweight movements can help you hold on to your gains. It'll help keep you from detraining. And even if you're a really advanced lifter, if you're going to be out of the gym for a month and you do nothing, you're going to lose tremendous amounts of strength. You're going to lose serious gains in a month. It's going to be more than noticeable. So stuff like this will help. It'll stave it off in the meantime. It'll help keep you from detraining. Same thing, look at the sort of lower body stuff we have. There's no equipment involved in any of that other than a band. All right? You just have to have a bench or stairs to do step-ups on. You could even try to do box squats on stairs. It might be tricky. Some people would be able to pull it off. Most won't. I don't think I could do that. But otherwise, you can find a box of some type to sit on, a stool, a toolbox, something. You can find something to do those on after you've done step-ups and fatigued yourself. All right, you have options, people. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.